What's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this, we'll be going over the new Fortnight Ganfor, as well as the new super difficult Raid Enel 60 stamina friendship version. I don't know what we're calling it, but we're calling it Friendship Enel. Fuck, screw it. It's really hard. So yeah, it's probably Chaos Coliseum most recent Coliseum difficulty, so it's pretty right there difficulty. It's got a lot of mechanics, and it's got RNG based mechanics too on stage 4, so it's definitely a tricky one. So yeah, there are going to be a lot of teams that are going to be able to beat it. Just know that tonight we were only able to make one because of time. And I was trying to figure out all the mechanics and all the replacement stuff for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, of course, if you don't want to skip the particular parts of the video, timestamps in the description below, as well as the comment section below if you are on iPhone or whatever, need those. Oh, all right, guys. Well, without further ado, let's go and jump right into it. Alright, so first on the list, we're going to have Raid Enel, and Raid Enel is going to have a support ability that is going to boost the HP and recovery of quick characters by up to 4% at max support ability. So of course you have to feed 5 Enels to the Raid Enel, and he will be max support ability, just like you would have to feed 8 limit break characters. Now it's only just 5 support and you're done. It does give HP and recovery, which is not the best, but I mean you're giving recovery candies already to Enel. Now you can argue that it might be a good idea to give HP candies to Enel, so you could do that. So I mean, it's not terrible, but like, who cares? I mean, it's Enel, so you're not going to use them as a support on an Enel team because you can't. So like, why do I care? The next up is going to be Fortnight Ganfor. And Fortnight Ganfor is the character I would say hold the fuck on before you go all the way on maxing this dude. Real quick. So the thing is, Fortnight Ganfor, once per adventure, when you're inflicted with paralysis, for level 1 and 2, is going to change the supported character's orb into matching. Stop at level 2 if you don't want the orb boost. Stop at level 2. I think this is true. I'm not 100%, but like when you walk into the room with Enel, because you're inflicted with paralysis, it then gives you a 1.3 times orb boost. So guys, if you don't want that 1.3 times orb boost, stop at level 2 for support on Ganfor. Don't go any further. And then you can use an orb booster on that stage. So just know that that is probably what's happening. It's not, I don't think it's an effect that Enel is doing. And the last character that is going to get a support ability is going to be the Fortnite Secret Conus. And by the way, if you're having trouble getting her, just like I am, I tried farming for 30 minutes, can have nothing yet, so hopefully I get her eventually. She's going to have the best support ability of all. Of course, she's the hardest to get and the best support ability. Thanks, Bandai. She's going to boost Ganfor, Isa, Wiper, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji, which is going to be really great for the Sanji team I'm showing you later today. And then level 1 through 5 is going to boost the character's attack against Enel by 1.05 up to 1.2 times. So guys, this is the character, if you are having trouble with a little bit of damage and you want to put this on Sanji, it will give your Sanji a little bit of boost. However, if you don't max your Ganfor and you do get a better orb boost on there, it'll probably be a little bit easier than if you had a 1.3 times orb boost that you gave yourself. Because why would you do that, Bandai? That's so mean. Alright guys, well I will see you in the content. So guys, we're going to be farming the OG Fortnight Ganfor. And we're doing this on the new difficulty that just dropped on the Japanese version, which supposedly is exactly the same as the other difficulties. Hopefully, I don't know. And you need this. You have a max support level Ganfor and a max support level Conus in order to start the Enel runs. Or I'm not exactly sure what is going on with that, but all I know is I'm gonna just blow through this with TM Enel, because TM Enel is the GOAT for everything you want to run ever. So it's great. Love it. Beyond that, I don't really see anything else that you need to do. You can run the Enel stage a total of 40 times, and there's not a ton to it. You basically just run it over and over and over again until you're done. But there shouldn't be anything difficult. You shouldn't have really any problems, and just blow through it with TM Enel. And the only characters you really need to farm this Ganfor stage would be Kid, and then like one of these three to make your life a little bit easier, just so you can kill this dude. Just any of these 3. I would max special level Gear 4 version 1 if you want, and he usually just does the trick. And you'll be able to blow through the entire stage with no problems whatsoever. And then we get to the Ganfor stage. Obviously, TS Kid is the way to go because, you know, he does, you know, end of turn damage, and it's awesome. So basically, you're just going to pop the special here and then hit 2 greats, and then you're done on Ganfor, and that's all you got to do. Oh, there's my greats. And yeah, so there's the whole run all the way through. Pretty easy to get done. Yeah, you take a hit. Make sure you do a little more damage. Just a little more damage. Okay, so now we're on the final boss again. So the trick this time, we're gonna do it correctly. We're gonna pop Law, and then we're gonna pop Kid because I'm doo-doo, and I didn't do enough damage. And then we're just not gonna attack. Cause confidence. This time will be different, right, guys? Got him. Okay, so I think I figured this out. This new Enel is a little tricky. It probably is beatable free to play, but for the art, like I haven't even like attempted to beat this yet. It has a lot of really weird shenanigans. Okay, so the major differences: stage 1, 2, and 3 are exactly the same. There's no differences between stage 1, 2, and 3. You won't have anything to worry about there. So just know those stages totally the same. However, stage 4 and 5 are much different. And stage 4 in particular is an RNG stage, which makes it a little bit annoying. What you'll notice here is you have a meat orb rate down. So if I try to heal with this meat orb here, you can see I'm healing for 19. So healing does nothing. Meat orbs will do absolutely nothing for you. So do not even bother saving meat orbs. I just wanted to show you, and so you can see it. So you're gonna need level 5 auto heal most likely to get through this. Make sure you get your stalling done by stage 3 so you can get everything ready for what you need to get for your specials. You will need specials by stage 4, guys. So please stall out a little bit here and get everything ready. I'm gonna get a lightning stage. I think next turn. There it is, or this turn. Okay, so we killed that guy. And then we're gonna play around with these binds, and then I'm trying to get Peckham special up, and Peckham's is my really only problem, I think. And we're gonna go ahead and just hit with a bunch of perfects here, and then I'm gonna hit with this. Boom. Okay. And these guys are gonna provide different binds, of course, throughout, and they're only 2-turn binds, so it's not a big deal. Just go ahead and make sure to kill this middle guy because he attacks, and then we're gonna kill this one, and then these guys should start binding for 2 turns as well. Get your stall in on these 2 guys, maybe stall whatever extra you need, and of course they're gonna give you the damage immunity shield. Might make it a little bit easier for the stall if you need it, and then we're gonna just go ahead and chill here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this guy real quick, and then we'll just stall on these 2, and I'm gonna kill one of them. And then we're gonna stall 1 more turn and then move into the next room. If I had max Peckhams, it'd be much faster, but you know, I think his books came out. I just didn't get a chance to feed him. There is a preemptive next stage, so we're just gonna go into the next room and we're gonna start this up. So, on the next room, we are going to get Ohm as well as Shura, or you're gonna get the other 2, which is what's his name? I can't. The yellow bubble dude. I can't remember his name on the left, and Gadatsu, and Hotori. I think it is. Yeah, Hotori, and that's really annoying. You notice my captain also got rolled back on this turn a little bit, which is I didn't even know happened. So there's new things that I'm learning all the time. So the MVP here, by the way, that gets rid of both chain lock as well as increased damage taken is going to be Raid Judge. He's going to get rid of both of those. However, I'm not bringing him, obviously, so we're going to be bringing these 2. And then we're going to go ahead and use our Peckhams to get rid of the increased damage taken. And then I'm going to go ahead and start this up on the Shura, and we'll go ahead and see if we can finish off both of these dudes. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Cool. So we did about 6.8 million damage there. Going into the next room, one of the stages on death, they're going to despair you for 3 turns. So it is, or 7 turns, which goes down when you get to the final room. Ends up at 3 turns, I think, once you walk into the room after the preemptive. And Enel is going to have 5-turn threshold, infinity friggin' percent damage cut. And you can't get rid of that. The only way around that is Blackbeard special, so I haven't really figured that out yet. He's also going to give you an orb boost, which is kind of annoying. And I brought Lucci for the HP cut plus orbs. So we're going to use Chobro, who's going to get rid of the percent threshold damage cut, and is also giving us beneficial orb enable. We're going to use Carrot, who's going to get rid of Despair, which happens on one of the stages, as well as the other thing here. And then we're going to also pop our Sanji special, which get rid of the chain limit reduction, as well as giving us a 2.25 type boost. And then we're just going to throw up an HP cut with Lucci because I just couldn't figure out who else to bring. So I don't know if we have the damage. If I don't, then obviously we need something else. But I brought all the characters I could think of to just get rid of all the things here. So I hope I do the damage. I have no clue. Here we go. Cool. So obviously Sanji last hit does the damage. All right, Sanji and Lucci really helpful here. So, all right, guys. So as always, we always get the question, "Hey, Seka, what are the replacements that I can use on this team?" So for the chain lock removal, the MVP replacements are going to be Raid Judge, Coliseum Enel, Coliseum Machvis, Raid Cracker, and Legend version 1 Sanji that I'm using on this team. Obviously, none of those working for a fighter team, so you have to make up a different team, and you might be able to be okay. Then for the blindness sailors, which I definitely recommend because you're gonna get a 5-turn blindness on one of the versions. You can use Vito, Beach Rebecca, Peckham's, who is the MVP in my opinion, because Peckham's will also remove increased damage, not increased damage, increased defense on the bosses, so that's really nice, and that's why it's really, really nice. And then Raid Judge is the MVP as well for chain lock removal because he also gets rid of increased damage taken. So those are the 2 other characters that you can use that are really nice. Limited Rare Recruit Moria, in my opinion, would be another character that would be an MVP here because he's able to give you the chain lock for the final stage as well as remove 5 turns of blindness. That's very helpful. Legend Usopp is also good, but he brings a delay, and you don't really need delay on any of this. Zio is also good because he's another replacement you could use instead of Limited Rare Recruit Moria, which gives you a 2.5 times chain lock, which is not as good as Limited Rare Recruit Moria, but a lot more people do have Zio than they do have Limited Rare Recruit Moria, so it would be an easier replacement. Van Augur gives you a 1.75 times orb boost to shooters for the final room, so you could potentially use him if you wanted to, if you're using a shooter type team. I don't know if you can, but whatever you can do. And of course, and then for the 3 turns paralysis and despair, the MVPs are going to be Chiffon, which is really, really great for getting rid of the paralysis and 3 turns of paralysis and despair. Then we got Coliseum Smoothie, but only if you have the max limit break on double special for her. 6+ Corazon Pudding, which is kind of a semi MVP because she also can get rid of increased damage taken. So if you do have that debuff, it will be helpful for that. Then Carrot, who is the MVP because she gets rid of both and it gives you all orbs matching, which will be Psy orbs, which is great. And she also works in tandem with Chobro, which is great there as well because Chobro is one of the characters that you do kind of have to bring if you want to bring Ganfor to the content. And the other character you can bring is version 1 6+ Rayleigh. For chain coefficient reduction, there aren't a ton of units that you can use in the game for chain coefficient reduction besides like 6+ Sanji versus 2 Sanji, etc. for 5 turns or more. There are some that you couldn't use that are pretty much similar that we could bring in the chain lock removal category. But what I would recommend doing is using a chain locker on this final stage. So that's why I'm saying limited rare recruit Moria as well as Zio being great units to have. Obviously, since I'm using a V2 Sanji team, I don't have to worry about that because my version 2 Sanji will get rid of that and I don't have to worry about it. Well, guys, I hope this helps you build the teams. I hope you like the little replacement section at the end to help you figure out exactly how you can build your teams a little bit differently. Obviously, you have to use different captains than what I did if you're building your teams and try to work around your teams for different characters. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.